Morning guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to an update video on Dave's ZVH Fiesta Turbo that's no longer a ZVH Fiesta Turbo. It's now got a fully built forged Focus RS engine. Let me turn you around and show you and tell you a bit about what happened and why it's like this now. For those of you who are new and never seen this car before, it's featured a couple of times, I'd say, on the channel, where we sorted all the bodywork out and done it. And yeah, it lasted him about an hour and he blew it up, I believe. So it's been hidden away in his unit, gathering quite a bit of dust and not being washed for a long time. He's putting some new wheels on, some really nice Focus RS 7 spokes. Focus? What did I say, Focus? Anyway, Ford RS 7 spokes. So yeah, it has a new heart. So I believe the story goes like so. He blew the engine, fixed the engine, went out again and literally blew the head off of the engine and got the ump and smashed Focus RS engine and tubular manifold and everything in. He stripped it, fully forged pistons, rods, this, that, the other, as you can imagine. Custom inlet manifold. I believe that's a precision turbo, can't remember the make. Anyway, yeah, so yesterday, some of you would have seen on Instagram, I put a few pictures up and a couple of little vids, wiring up ECU and getting this running for the first time. It's all up and running now. Need to sort all the wiring out, that is the aim of the game today. My MacBook's just doing its thing with Tuner Studio. We're going to do some tweaks and that. Yesterday, our mate Andy, big shout to Andy Ford. He come round, smashed my workshop to pieces, left wires everywhere, trashed the place, and Dave never tidied it up. Thanks to you, Andy. No, all jokes aside. He come and helped Dave wire this up, get all the ECU sorted and get the car running. Without him, we both wouldn't have had a clue what to do. I don't know how I got involved in this. I soldered a few wires, helped where I could, became a T-boy, and yeah, that was about it on my part. So today, what I'm going to do, let me just show you quick. For Dave to turn up. I've got some of the fabric loom tape, so I'm going to take all the injection loom off, all the other loom where we run at the rear, and I'm going to start taping up all the loom, so it's all neat and looks OEM and stuff like that. So we're going to tape all this up, make this look as it should look, and sort of go forward from now. So I'm going to, I'll probably do a little bit of time lapse. I'm going to start taping this up and making this look like a factory loom. there we go. I've done about as much as I can for a moment. So all the down a bit. All the injector loom is done. Round to the throttle position sensor, air intake, and then I've wrapped the loom all the way down to here. We've got to wire up a few more bits in there, so I'm leaving that bit there. Rev gauge and stuff like that needs to be wired into there. I've carried on taping down to here. When it comes to the ETIS system, EDIS or whatever they call it, and then I've taped the loom down here into the coil pack, the earth temperature sensor, and then it spurs off. This is a temporary sensor at the minute, so we'll sort that out. And then the same again with this. We've got a few more bits of wiring to do, but as for tidying them bits up, once we've done here, then I can work wrapping that up there. And then we have the joys of the inside, which is yeah, quite a bit. It looks worse than it is. Let's turn the ignition off. It's not terrible. There's a lot to it, but we'll tidy that up, make that look well. Dave's just turned up. I'm just going to check all my wiring's been put back right, and I suppose you're not going to want to hear it run. Let's just sort this alarm out. There with. That's it. Hopefully this should start now. There we go. Don't worry about the sound. It ain't been, the cold start bit's not been set up on the map yet. And once we've connected it to the laptop and sorted it out, basically this has got kind of a base map on it at the moment. So I'll get it connected to the laptop, and we're going to get our mate to try and set it all up, but we're going to carry on sorting out what we can sort out and wire up the bits we need to do. And I'll pop back with an update in a bit. We're having a nightmare trying to get the rev counter working off the EDIS system, or EDIS, or however you pronounce it. I've tidied up all of the loom and wiring down there in now. We're just going to get the AFR gauge wired up. That's why we're running some wires in, and we're just pinning out the back of the clock and double checking, trying to get the rev gauge going. So we're just installing a tacho driver now off the coils to see if we can get any life on the rev gauge from now. So we'll carry on fiddling, and we'll come back with an update in a bit. So temporarily wired that up. We've run it to the back of the clocks. Dave's always had a problem with a rev gauge on this. So this is showing 1,500 on the car. And I'm in the tuning software, and we're ticking over just under 1,000 RPM there. So we've definitely got a problem. Might be an issue with the clock, we're not 100% sure. But we've got some more fettling to do, as they say. And then once we've got everything in order, then we can start live mapping it, I suppose, sorting the maps out and go from there. So that is working, but we've got interference. It's not helping with this, and everything just plugged in. But from the ETIS to the proper loom through to the clock, we can't get it working. So we've done a lot of Google foo, and loads of people have the same problem. So we're going to try and resolve this, and lots more fiddling to be done. See you in a bit. So we've got live AFR table, and this blue dot is the AFR on tick over. Working now? What you got on there? I've got 900 on RPM. What, on here? On your gauge, you want it up to 2,000, yeah? Go on then. You on 2,000? We're just under, we're at 1,700 odd. Just over 3,000. You're about 900-ish thousand now. Yeah, 109, 1100. Just under 2.5 that went to. Just under 2. 2.5. 4. What are you getting on the clock? You getting anything?
Well, when you're a 4, I'm at 7,000 reps.
Oh, okay. We need to be looking at that. Huh? 500? We're on about 11 there. Two and a half. You went to 4.5, give or take. Miles, that went out into the red, did it? Alright, so we need to have another play. So this is live, we're reading the ECU. And we're trying to tally up the engine speed to the clock and trying to get it to work and get it accurate. Loads more mucking around to be doing. There we go, finished taping all the loom up now. So this is what we done, going up there into the car, all the way around there through the injectors. Waiting for another map sensor, and we've got some wires down here ready to go for a boost controller. Even taped up, that's the original wiring harness. Around there, taped it up, made that look a bit neater. That's that all sorted. Rev gauge is all wired up now. That all works. Dave's just putting things back together. AFR gauge there. It's all good. And he's just sorting bits out, tidying stuff up. We've got the last bits of wire. The bits that ain't used as such. We're going to file them behind the dash, make that look all right. Lots of splatter. Dave put his breather pot on, and it didn't have nowhere to breathe. He didn't like it with a lid on. Sucked all the oil through. So he's ended up drilling all the cap out to make that work. So that's that. Here's the little update. He's got his mineral oil in it. He's got to run all the engine in. Waiting for a couple of bits to come still. But he's got to put a couple of 100 miles on it. And then we can, I don't know what we're going to do. Live map this. Not sure yet if it's getting live mapped or going on a rolling road. To get set up. We've changed it, or say we, Andy did, our mate, gave it kind of like a base map, some safe values in there, so it should be fine. Shouldn't be no detonation, just enough for him to get it running and sort that out. But yeah, other than that, I think once he's sorted all that, he's pretty much on the road. And in all fairness, he should be a little beast. So yeah. I think once it's all sweet, it's going to be a winner. Obviously only running on base settings at the minute. Yeah, I'm going to flip it from under there. It was a pain in the arse figuring out the wiring to get that rev cage working. It's all sweet now. There we have it. Little update on the ZVH. There's no longer a ZVH. Yeah, as soon as he's done it, mapped it, he might get on the rollers. We get some power figures for it. But it's fully built, fully forged, running a big... Is that a precision turbo? I don't know whether I said it right this morning.
T36 hybrid.
Oh, it's a T36 hybrid. You did have a precision, didn't I? Am I tripping out? Oh, he did. He's changed it. Right, yeah.
Go over the gearbox,
He wouldn't go over the gear. Yeah, that was it. He was going to run turbo over the gearbox and he didn't, so he's ended up changing turbos. So yeah, it's a T36 hybrid he's got on that one now. But a rough guess. What do you reckon? It's got to be 350 upwards, isn't it, Dave?
Will be.
It will be. Yeah, there we go. So it's going to be quite pokey little thing when it's done. That's enough from me today. I'm going to get cleaned up and I've got lots to be getting on with. I thought I'd do a little update for you guys, another little video. So as always, massive thanks for watching and we'll see you very soon on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.